If you've been married for more than, let's say, 24 hours, you've likely discovered a very profound and sometimes perplexing truth, and that is the fact that you and your spouse are very different. Do you remember the vows that you made when you got married? We all have these expectations going into the marriage, and we have this dream state that's going on in us leading up to the marriage, where we don't really pay attention to the vows. Even when we're saying the vows, we're sometimes not paying attention because we're in this la-la land. Or y'all know what I'm talking about. But the vows speak of our commitments. They speak of the commitment that we are making. Why are so many people giving up on their vows? Why are so many people giving up on their commitments? I've gone through premarital counseling with a lot of couples over the years, and I'm not very confident that very many of them heard anything that I had to say or discuss with him. Because they come in and they come to me and they are so in love with each other that their minds have already formed this perfect picture of a marriage. So they've got it all figured out, and they just kind of tune me out. But what both men and women soon discover is that their dreams never are reality. And when your marriage doesn't meet your expectations, there's this big letdown, and that leads to some disappointment and some anger and some bitterness, and eventually it leads to divorce court. Marriage can be fun, marriage can be exciting, and marriage can be very, very fulfilling. But for us to get the most out of marriage, we can't do marriage the way that the rest of the world is trying to do marriage. Statistics tell us that 50% of marriages will not make it. Let me ask you a question. Would we be satisfied with 50-50 odds in anything else? If your bank sent you a letter this week and said 50% of you are going to lose all your money in this bank this week, how many of you would leave your money in that bank this week? That's why it's important for us to invest in our marriages. Because statistics say 50% of them are going to end in divorce. Because it's time to turn them around and to make our marriages great, to make them fulfilling. But